Well, I'm driving behind our RV. We're taking it to Craig, Colorado to have it inspected and have a few things fixed. Well, here we are. We got the camper back on the pad where the guy's going to look it over. Here he is. This is the guy.
Hello, I'm Chris. I'm with Peak Mobile RV Services. Good to meet you, Kevin.
Good to meet you, and we're happy to get this thing working right.
All right,
Yeah.
well, we're going to do that for you. And my name is Tracy, and I'm his right-hand woman.
Well, what do you guys want to address first? You want to address the water stuff or you want to address the electrical stuff?
Both are important.
Both are important, so you choose whichever you would
Be a
prefer.
little easier.
The water's going to be the easiest because I just plug my hose into it and then we can see where the water's
Well,
leaking.
where the
And I got
water's
some
coming from,
and I got some towels.
I
Okay.
got towels. I put a bunch in the
I
RV.
got towels ready, so let's start with that.
Okay,
This is your city intake right here, where this little cap is.
okay,
So if you're at an RV park, this is where you're going to hook up
Your fresh
and
water.
Your fresh water. I recommend a filter.
Yeah, we got one.
You want to always run a filter because you're running on people's borrowed water.
yeah,
And
I've heard that.
I was gonna bring mine, but I left mine with my fifth wheel. So,
Well,
We're-
but I'm on city water, so
we're going to be using a Camco filter on
Have
the
the keys
when
or
we
they
go
have
to
the
a campground, and we'll just put
this
it in.
is your potable water fill. So
Yeah.
if you're wanting to boondock camp and camp where you're away from parks, you're gonna fill right here. This is your storage tank,
Okay,
and
so you don't fill the storage tank with this. You do it with this.
and actually this is just
That's
water
just a-
supply,
that-
and then this is your water onboard water storage. So you're just gonna pour water in here. Usually people have a hose made up without an end on it that you can just kind of shove in there.
And that
This
fills
is
your tank?
and it fills up your reservoir.
So that's
and then
different.
this is a bleeder vent valve, so that when you're filling it, it has a way for the air to escape.
Gotcha. Okay, and so this then here is just to blow the lines.
This will fill your so your sink and everything will work. Sink, shower,
Okay.
bathroom sink.
Okay.
So this is complete water supply.
Oh,
So
okay.
this would be what they call your city water hookup.
Okay,
So when you're at an RV park, you're just going to connect just like I'm connecting to my house.
gotcha.
So would this be the city water kind of thing?
Yep, those are perfect. Those Evo Flexes, they're good
Mm-hmm.
hoses from what I know of.
Yeah, because you never want to use the same hose you use
Oh,
for
no.
your sewer stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
no.
going to get a composting toilet. I don't want anything to do with that hose. Sounds
But
gross.
even you'll need a, if you're ever flushing out your black tank, you have a hose that you'll
Right.
use. That the water only goes into the camper, but because you're using it for the sewer system, it could backfeed on you. So you never would want to use the same hose that you would use for
your fresh
water.
Right, right.
And the one you use to clean your black tank.
Can you hit me with the faucet, Aaron?
Oh, honey, go in there and check that faucet.
Well, he's gonna get the water.
I'm just going to flush my hose, make sure it's
Oh, gotcha.
clean. And then we'll
Put a
connect.
towel over it and take the wood thing off of the sink. So we're about to see what happens when we put water in it.
So here's some more. These are all old out of my garage. So those are our.
So what? Say that
So
again?
this is like your live water feed.
Yeah.
So as soon as we turn the hose on, the water's going to feed through the hose directly into your camper, fill all your lines,
Okay.
and the pressure from the hose is going to make the water go through your lines, and you can turn your sink on, you can flush your toilet, you can run your shower, and it's all automatic.
So where does it go when we're dewinterizing? Where does the crummy water go?
All in your tanks.
Into your gray tanks and your black tank.
Okay, so we just have to flush those tanks to get
Yes.
that out? Okay. Got
And
it.
then what he was talking about, your storage tank, that is if you can't hook to a water source and you need to take the water with you,
Yeah.
you fill this tank up, and then you have a water pump that's going to pump it out of this tank and pump it into your
the-
lines, and then when you turn your
So when
faucet
we're
on, it will come
boondocking.
out. Yes. So
Got
you'll use either or. You're going to use
Okay.
either a water source that pumps it for you, or you'll store it, and then your water pump will pump it through your system.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys could let us know too what size the tanks are, because we have no idea. I don't know.
We'll
If,
see if we can figure that out.
okay. things here. There's a switch in there to.
So there's two little manual valves underneath the cabinet, just directly under your stove. There's two little petcock valves, and they were open, they were open. And in the dewinterizing process, you need to close those, but make sure everything's flushed and you have fresh water.
Okay, so you open them to flush it, and
Yes.
then
Close them when you want to close the circuit and pressure up your water system.
gotcha. Okay,
Because otherwise, the water is going to take the path of least resistance, and it's going to go out those. And rather
Which
than
is
go
what
to
it was
here.
doing just now. When we had the water on, it was spraying out of here. There's another set on the other side. It was doing the same thing.
oh, good, okay.
So
Gotcha.
when you're wanting to use your camper for water, you close those valves, and normally they'll stay closed. The only time you'll open them is if you need to drain the water out of the camper because of cold.
Right.
Yay.
A few little things.
Few little things.
The furnace is probably going to need some work. The
I don't really care. We could take it out.
Furnace, what is
We're
the
gonna
furnace
use
is
other-
the heater?
Yeah.
the heater.
Okay,
It
we don't like
works.
that
It's
heater.
just very
that's
noisy. It's
yeah,
just
I don't.
noisy.
I
And
can take it right out of
It
it.
just needs service.
It just needs taken out. It needs cleaned. It needs oiled.
Needs to be just removed.
I think we're just
So we
gonna
didn't
do
mess with
something
it
else.
other than we turned
We
it on
have
and tested
ceramic
it.
heaters that stand up that I could tie up.
We
You
just
know,
have to plug 'em
someplace.
in.
We just
You
have
know,
to
we'll plug 'em into the
We'll do
Blue
that.
Eddy and-
They
The
do
big
such a
thing
good
you have to
job.
watch with these things is the wire rating, because you start overloading
Oh, okay.
real quick on
Good
the
point.
wattage, and they don't use very heavy gauge wire like they
In
do in a
here.
house in here.
Okay.
And the other problem is they daisy chain a lot of the outlets together, so you may
That
have
could be a problem,
you
right?
may have like the bedroom and the outlet up in the kitchen all tied on the same circuit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
you'll just
you have to really
I'm gonna go
watch
get
how
my
many,
coat.
How many
we'll
wattages
take that
that you're
because that's gonna
running.
fit with us.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
We went to Samuelson's and I wanted a
So
They didn't have any.
I've tested all
Where
the
did you find
electrical.
this one?
We definitely
At
have a
Walmart?
problem with this PT
right.
temperature
This just looks like
sensor,
the people that
this
need it.
valve
It
here,
just pulls out
because I took this cap off and there's water behind it. So this is definitely bad,
That is,
and that's why they capped it off,
okay.
because this is bad.
So the
and we didn't
relief
even-
valve needs to be replaced?
Yeah, they didn't even have an anode in there. It was just a pipe plug, so there's no anode at all in that.
Is that where the anode thing usually is?
Yeah.
In the,
And if this is I haven't got to the identification process, but if it's an Atwood aluminum tank, you don't need an anode.
right.
So
And we haven't figured that out yet.
I haven't deciphered all of this.
Well,
so.
and there's a plate down there we'd have to clean off and see if that's got
Yeah.
some information on it.
So if it's an Atwood, then it's aluminum tank and you don't need it. But you really should have a plastic plug and not a metal plug in there.
Right, metal plugs.
Because-
and anodes, yeah.
That's part of your safety is a plastic plug.
Yeah.
If it over temperatures, it's just going to melt that out.
Uh-huh.
And then that's part of your safety as well as this is part of your safety. So you have double safety built into these.
Okay.
So bad to have a metal plug if it's a aluminum Atwood water heater.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how y'all stand it.
Ooh, I gotta go get my jacket. Here.
I'll go get it for you.
Just hold this, I'll go. Okay.
So I've plugged and unplugged the shore power multiple times. Nothing tripped. Checked battery voltage up in the engine compartment. I've got 13 volts on both batteries. That's to me is a good sign.
Okay.
The converter is humming, so
Working.
it says I have 12 volts power and all your lights and everything work.
Okay.
We checked
Microwave
the
is on.
microwave worked, the exhaust fan, the refrigerator's on.
That works?
And it seems to be getting cold. It takes about 24 to
It takes a
30
lot of
hours
yeah.
for them to cool down.
But it's
Okay.
getting cold.
Okay, and it's hooked up to electric, right?
Yes, it's on
Right,
electric.
always, yes.
And then we unplugged it, and as well as we switched it over to gas, and it did fire off on gas.
Oh, it did,
The
and it
stove
did that.
lights.
So, and the stove lights, we lit the stove. So all the burners on the stove and the little igniter worked.
Nice.
So we went through
Okay.
all that.
And we got this going.
And we did get this to fire off. So I do know it works.
To heat the hot water.
The hot water.
But we gotta replace that, yeah.
The pressure temperature. And this is only a gas. This is only gas. There's
It
no
is?
electric. No
So if you
electric.
want hot
So
water,
if you
you're
want
gonna
hot-
have to
you're
run
gonna have to
propane.
run propane
Okay.
because it is not dual It is not a dual
Oh, it isn't? Okay, good to know.
power.
And you have to be level for it to work, is that right?
Not necessarily with this. It's the,
Oh, it's the refrigerator.
refrigerator. The refrigerator is the most important thing to be on level.
I got you.
Aim it at him.
So
It's the
there
only
was-
thing you
Is
can't
the,
test.
is the air conditioner.
But we will go get one.
I'll
Well,
go
we
get
have the
the.
generator. It won't work with that.
I haven't tried the generator
The
yet either.
generator, they said worked.
Okay.
Yeah, they did say
I have
that.
not fired that up
We
because I
weren't
know
sure.
you
We
said.
didn't know if it had oil in it or anything like
Well,
that. We
I
didn't
don't
want
know
to mess
about
with
that, but they said it was
The
working.
guy told me the oil needed to be changed. It was just kind of old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did not test that because you mentioned about pulling it out and using the Blue Eddy. For
Yeah,
your
that's what
guys'
we'd like
power.
to do.
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually, so.
So
Is there a way to do that to where it can be your power?
You're
Can
gonna
you
have to.
rig it like
You're gonna
you
have
would
to
the
cap
generator?
off some fuel lines, and then it'll take a little bit of wiring probably to do.
Okay.
I've never done it, so
Okay.
that one's I'm gonna have to look into.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't. No one on YouTube is doing that yet.
Yeah.
But it's like they're saying that you can do your whole house
Yes.
on what we bought.
Yes, on the Blue
So-
Eddies, you can. If you have the big one,
We
you
got
can
the
run.
big one.
You can
got
run
5,000
you
watts.
can-
with
yep,
a 3,000 extra.
with the pack, the
Pack
jumper
on it.
pack on.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like this generator doesn't have a drawer. It doesn't pull out. It just
No.
sits there.
You unbolt it,
Can we
and
do
it,
that?
it is real pain to get. They're super heavy.
They are.
And then you got to disconnect the power because it has power coming off of the side, and that's what feeds into your transfer switch.
Is that
And
real
s-
hard to do?
Not hard. It's just time consuming.
Let
because
me ask you this: if we were able to, if we just kept the Blue Eddy on its dolly and had it inside, is there any way to get the shore power to run inside and plug in?
Oh, absolutely. You could just run through the window with your cord and run it inside, and run off of this cord right here, and that'll plug into your
Is
Blue
that
Eddy.
our cord or your cord?
This is your
yours.
cord.
Okay.
That's
This
part
is
of the.
yours.
It
can.
looked like it was ours.
Yeah, we have a
call it
there's
like
a
your
30
umbilical.
amp plug on the
This is
Blue
what
Eddy.
connects
That's my
to-
belly button.
Yes, right here.
Okay.
But yes, you could run it just through the window,
Well, you
tuck
could
it in.
even drill a hole maybe.
Yeah, and access it under here if you
Okay.
wanted
into your
to.
bed.
That's what I'd
bedroom.
kind of like to do. Is
Yeah,
access
the,
this.
the window we'd have to
This
pop
is
the screen
propane.
out.
This is propane, right?
Yes,
This
the
is
hot
your
water heater
And
is propane.
oh, it's the hot water.
Hot water.
Where do we fill propane at?
That's
It's
over
on
on
the
the other
other
side.
Side.
And you'll have to go to a propane filling station to have that
Like
filled.
Ace.
Did you check
has
it?
that.
Is
Ace.
it empty or?
It's showing right around a third if that gauge is accurate, but
Okay.
there's enough in there to run all your appliances because I was able to run the furnace. I was able to run this.
So we should
I
probably
was
take it
able
up
to
to
run it.
Ace and have it
Yeah, have it topped
have
off.
it topped off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you will need it. I know you said
And I
Yeah.
did not try
we're
the.
real excited about propane, but if you want hot water,
We need
you're
it.
Yeah,
gonna
we're
have to
gonna
have
need
propane.
it. Yeah.
And,
And I-
your stove. I mean, if you want to use your
Burn, yeah,
Stove.
that's
Our
so.
stove, we need
it's a
propane.
propane as well.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what you guys' plans are for wintertime and stuff. If you're gonna go to
Oh,
work
we're following
We're
30,
not gonna
70
be-
miles, 70
degrees?
degrees.
We won't be dewinterizing
That's
or
our
winterizing
plan.
anymore.
Okay.
I was gonna say, that's one thing with the furnace because that heats a lot of your pipes and stuff inside, and if you don't have heat going through that furnace, you could potentially freeze up some of your lines.
No, we want to be not near freezing weather. That's our plan.
So when
But
this
it
thing
doesn't
is-
happen to everybody. I've seen
Yeah.
horror stories.
When this is all done, do you guys want to come back and get it?
Depends on what day it is. I have to work till 5,
And I work
Most
tomorrow
days.
till
7.
6:30.
7.
Because we
Okay.
can usually,
So
just have
Tuesday-
you guys get it in the, in the evening.
Yeah.
Because what we could do is either kind of show you the system now, but it is kind of cold out here tonight.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
okay.
if you
I'm wearing
want
a
us
coat
to go
now.
through it when you come to pick it up. When we've got the
Okay.
sink working, we can get this part replaced.
All right. Well, we'll come back.
and then
Tuesday-
we can show you everything that we've learned about
Do
your
you mind
camper.
it parked here?
No.
Okay.
Tuesday we'll be able to come at like 5 because she'll be
No,
off.
I get off at 5,
We get off at 5, so we'll come right then.
but we won't be here at 5.
Right.
No.
Take you about
No,
an
no,
hour to
we'll-
get
we'll-
here.
Yeah. So but tomorrow we wouldn't get here till after dark. So
Right.
we just need to make it
So
Tuesday.
Tuesday
if
would
that's
Well,
be
and
okay.
we'd have to have some time because we got to source this part.
Yeah, I've got to
Oh,
source
that's
that.
true. Yeah.
So if we
okay,
can
so
get
we'll
the
just
one with the
communicate.
plug in it?
Yes.
Yeah,
This.
well, I took-
he took it
We
out.
should have looked for that at Walmart.
I took it out.
Good.
Oh, thank
But,
you.
There
It's
was
obviously-
It's not
water
supposed to
behind it.
have one.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean,
And I have the special socket for taking that out.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise
but
that'd
we
be
need
something
to buy
you
that
guys-
part.
Yes,
Would
and I-
Walmart
This
have
part
had it?
right here.
No.
Oh,
it's a
okay.
specialty.
You have to
thing.
order it.
Oh no, it's a
Yeah.
I
special.
might be able to get it from a hardware store. They did tell us when we were in school that sometimes you can get lucky and find these at the big box stores,
Harbor
Lowe's,
Freight
Home
wouldn't have
Depot.
something like that?
Probably Harbor Freight, no.
No.
But
Okay.
if you can get like a regular, as long as it's within the same specs, so it's going to trip at the same temperature, you know, a residential one will be fine as long as the threads and everything are all the same, and then just put it in there.
So we'll look for the part
Okay.
for you. But we're
Yeah, we'd
guessing
like you to do that.
why this plug was in the bottom is because it leaks.
Well,
does.
that's
So-
what the guy told us yesterday.
And so somebody's like,
Probably
I don't
did.
want to mess with replacing
But that
this.
needs to be
I'm
right.
just going to put this in here so it won't leak anymore. Well, that's very dangerous.
Yeah, I don't like
it's
that
not
idea.
allowing it to
Well,
work
one,
properly,
you got a steel plug here, so that's not going to melt out the bottom if it gets over a temperature.
which is supposed
That's like
to.
a secondary. And then two, this is plugged off, so you have no safety at all.
None.
Which
so-
means the tank will explode, and it's under your
we
bed.
don't want that to happen. No, thank
That
you.
would not be fun.
No, that's not a ride you want to go on.
No.
So these very dangerous.
So,
Yeah, well, we knew that starting off. that there was a
You
problem.
haven't determined if it's got an anode rod in
there-
there? Or was
This,
there one?
this is it.
There was not one in it,
There was no anode in
but
it.
we will find out if it's
Yeah,
supposed to
maybe
have.
it's
it.
Like I said,
Atwood,
if
then.
it's an Atwood, because the Atwood were the older ones,
Yeah.
and that's like how mine was. If it's aluminum tank, you don't need
anode
an
rod.
anode in it.
Because aluminum,
but I can
aluminum
flush
doesn't
it out.
corrode. Aluminum doesn't
I
corrode.
can
and you
flush
don't
it
need
out
one.
when I have this out because I have the flush wand, so I can just do a good flush
That'd
in
be
there
great.
with my
Oh,
flush
perfect.
wand.
Okay.
We saw
And
all the
flush that.
calcium deposits that can build up from one of Deb's RV services YouTube. She showed it. There was stuff coming out a lot.
Yeah. So we got the refrigerator on. We're going to put some thermometers
Thermometers
in it
in
to
it.
make sure it's getting to temperature. But
Okay.
it takes like
A
a
24
whole day.
hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes
the
a
guy
whole day,
told
Yeah,
us
right.
so
that.
we'll let
yeah.
that sit overnight.
Okay.
Make sure the fridge and the freezer are working
Oh,
properly. We
we're
got the
getting
furnace
excited
to
now.
fire. We did get hot water.
Yay.
The stove works.
Yay.
So
All the
couple
faucets on
things
and
I
off.
want you guys to be aware of.
Uh-huh.
One, we have a little bit of damage up there on the exterior where that tape is.
I put that tape on there.
Okay.
So
And
I
then-
have to, that's bad.
And then over here, I'm not sure where this damage has come from, but I'm guessing this window has been leaking.
The warp,
But this right here is
Yeah.
bad
right,
because that means the fiberglass is delaminated. And
delaminated.
so I don't know. My suspicion is this window leaking, but without pulling the window out, we aren't gonna know. But that bubbling is right here. But if you feel this is solid, this is solid.
So
But right
somebody
here-
said you could put little pinholes in, shoot some, like liquid nails or something in
Some
there.
glue in there.
Smush it back.
Never
down.
tried it.
Yeah.
I don't know how successful it would be, but because you need some way of keeping some pressure on this.
We're going to be taking, all the walls are getting redone. We haven't started pulling paper, but so we'll see what's.
But anyways, I wanted you to be aware of the water damage here.
Yeah.
I believe all the wallpaper inside is just from heat and over time.
And
The
just
glue,
wrinkling.
the glue is just
Yeah.
getting
we
old.
didn't
and-
notice any roof.
I
in
didn't
ceiling.
see any water damage
In the si-
that I saw on the
inside.
roof. I did not climb on the roof. I had a knee injury,
Oh, okay.
and I'm forbidden from the ladder right now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because
Well, that's-
I tore my ACL and my meniscus about 8 months ago. I did it out here. I was working on my camper and I fell off the ladder. So I had to have repair surgery in December.
Yeah.
And right now I'm forbidden from the
Sure.
from
Well, that's all right.
ladders.
We kind of know what's going on.
So I did not get up and do a visual inspection of your roof. So
That's okay. Because we've been up there. I know I've got to patch up some sealant, maybe even replace some.
yep.
And,
you know the Dicor.
Huh?
Dicor is what they use for
Yeah.
the sealant around all your vents.
Yeah.
It's a self-leveling adhesive.
Yes. Yeah.
So Dicor, you can get it on Amazon.
Right. Okay. And
So
then
yeah, Dicor. I told him that I was forbidden from the ladder because
Yes.
I fell off.
one
the
other
ladder.
thing that we
And I did
haven't
not try
checked-
the awning.
Yes, that was the one thing we had no idea how to even work it. There's like a handle in one of the
Yeah.
cabinets up there, and I
It's
think that's
it's a manual type release like
Yeah.
my old one, and sometimes they can be pretty finicky. And if that spring, there's a torsion spring in there. If that torsion spring's bad, then you got to replace that torsion spring.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not unrolling it because then I'll have a nightmare trying to get it
Right.
back rolled back
Yeah,
up.
Yeah,
So
that would be something you'd want to test once you have it parked somewhere
Parked.
that you're going to be.
okay.
'Cause
Maybe
if-
just show it. You just show us how it works.
Yeah,
and
we
then
can look at
we
that
can do
and-
that.
because it should work a lot like ours did on our Class C.
Yeah.
But we're afraid if we get it rolled out and something's broken with it, there's no way to get it rolled back up, and then you won't be able to move your RV.
It is a Carefree of Colorado, so that's a good thing.
It's a what?
Carefree of
We were talking
Colorado.
about the awning. We
The
didn't
awning.
test it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Just
I've
because
So
heard
that
what
means
you
parts
said.
are
Yeah,
available
if it
for
ends up
Carefree
staying
of
out,
Colorado.
Oh, okay, good.
But that's your release for it right there, that trigger.
And that goes
So-
inside to that crank?
Nope, it just, all you do is just push that release, and then it should be spring tension, and then you should be able to walk it out.
Oh,
But
what's that
sometimes
crank
they're
for?
kind of
What's that
finicky.
crank for up there? Is that for something else?
The crack?
Yeah, if you look in here and open up the cabinets above this window,
Oh, is there a crank
there's
in
a
there?
crank in the ceiling.
Oh,
Like a-
probably for your antenna,
That's for the
TV
antenna
antenna.
on